I'm Mary Rogers, here from Cuisinart to help you with everything you're going to need to know about your new classic style food processor. First, we're going to show you how easy it is to use and assemble your food processor. Then we're going to show you how this machine can become the biggest time saver in your kitchen, with step-by-step recipe demonstrations from renowned chef Hubert Keller of Fleur de Lis and Burger Bar restaurants. He's going to show you how you can use your food processor to make anything from chunky gazpacho and guacamole to creamy coleslaw and a quick and easy crab cake. It even makes baking a snap. We'll show you how simple and easy it is going to be to make pizza, chocolate chip oatmeal cookies, and luscious apple pie. Before we do that, I'm going to show you how to unpack your food processor and put it together. Make a special note of the detailed instructions on the top carton flap. It will guide you on the best way to unpack it. Begin by removing all the parts from the box. Our blades and discs are precision stainless steel cutting tools with extremely sharp cutting edges. Always pick up the chopping blade and the dough blade by the white hub. The shredding and slicing discs should be held by the outer rims only. Keep your fingers away from the cutting edges. The instruction guide and recipe books are a great reference, so keep them in a convenient place as you'll want to refer to them often. All of the recipes that Hubert demonstrates will be found in that guide. So let's start by assembling your new food processor. Start with the motor base. It houses a powerful induction motor that won't bog down, even when mixing heavy doughs. Paddle controls feature on, off, and pulse. They operate with the touch of a fingertip. The Lexan work bowl is extremely durable, resistant to both hot and cold temperatures. It goes right into the dishwasher for easy cleanup. Place the work bowl on the base, with the handle a little to the left of center. Then, just turn it counterclockwise until it stops. You'll feel it click into place. One more time. Now I'm going to show you the different options you have for blades and discs. Each one gives you different food preparation options. Here's the precision sharpened stainless steel chopping blade, which chops, minces, mixes, and purees. To use it, pick it up by the hub and match the outline on top of the hub with the shaft. Then place the blade onto the shaft. This is the dough blade used for yeast-based doughs like pizza and bread. Like the chopping blade, pick it up by the hub. Match the outline on the top of the hub with the shaft. Then place the blade onto the shaft. This is the shredding disc that can be used on lots of different foods. To attach any disc, you will need this stem. Place the stem onto the upturned disc. Use the cymbals to align it properly. Push the stem down, then turn it counterclockwise to snap it into place. Note the shaft symbol on your disc. Line it up with the shaft and drop it into place. To remove it, pull up on the white lever and turn counterclockwise. Here's the slicing disc that can be used for any kind of slicing. Remember to always hold the disc by the outer rims only. Now that you've chosen your blade or disc, it's time to put the cover on the work bowl. The top part of the food processor consists of 3 parts: the cover with feed tube, the large food pusher, and the small food pusher. To put the cover on the food processor, first note this interlock mechanism. On this model, it is on the back of the machine. Put the cover with the feed tube onto the machine by placing the feed tube just to the right of this mechanism. Now turn it counterclockwise and it will click into place. Note on some models the interlock mechanism is on the front of the machine. To put the cover on this model, face the machine and set the cover with feed tube onto the work bowl to the left of the interlock mechanism. Turn it counterclockwise until it locks into place. Next, take the large pusher and put it into the feed tube, making sure to press down on the feed tube to engage it properly. The small pusher is used for processing small items and liquids. Just drop it in. Turn it counterclockwise to lock it into place. You can also assemble the cover and feed tube before placing it onto the food processor. Place the feed tube into the cover and press it down to engage it. Put the cover onto the food processor so that the cover is just to the left of center. Twist it counterclockwise to engage the cover. This special feed tube lock is convenient to use when chopping, mixing, and pureeing. It keeps the large feed tube compact. Now that you know how to put your food processor together, plug it into an electrical outlet and it's ready to go to work for you. There are two ways to turn it on. The on button allows the machine to run continuously. The pulse button allows the machine to go on and off in pulses for foods that don't require as much processing and gives good control over texture. Now I'd like to show you what the different blades and discs can do for you. Let's start with the chopping blade. It's indispensable when it comes to chopping parsley, grinding nearly any kind of meat, chopping onions, nuts, and breadcrumbs. Now let's take a look at what the slicing disc can do. It makes beautiful slices of lemon, cucumbers, peppers, and potatoes. With the disc in the work bowl and the cover on top, place the food into the feed tube. Using the large pusher, press the pulse control while applying gentle pressure to guide the food through the tube. Now for the shredding disc. Look how quickly you can shred cheese, cabbage, and carrots. Place the food items into the feed tube. Press the on button. Apply gentle pressure as the food goes through the tube. Notice the extra large feed tube on the Cuisinart food processor. It allows you to slice and shred whole fruits and vegetables. Now I'd like to show you what the small food pusher can do. It's great for slicing and shredding small items such as carrots, celery, and cucumbers. The small pusher can be removed during the processing cycle if you need to add small items or liquids. For things you need to emulsify, just fill the small pusher with oil and it will incorporate it slowly to produce a smooth emulsification that stays together. Here's another useful tip for slicing and shredding large quantities of food so you don't have to turn the machine on and off all the time. Press the on button to start. When you want to add more food, take out the large pusher and the machine will stop automatically. Add more ingredients and continue processing. Now, let me show you a great trick for getting perfect slices. For round items like this lemon, create one flat surface that can sit flat on the disc. Otherwise, it will roll around and you'll get very uneven slices. Just look at what happens when you don't. This whole lemon will roll around and you'll get uneven slices. Here's another useful tip. Start with food that is uniform in size. For example, cut onions into quarters before processing. You'll end up with evenly chopped pieces. Notice how easily the cover comes off just by twisting and lifting. And here's how to remove the large feed tube. After it's removed, the cover assembly is a great place to hold your discs while you're taking food out of the processor. And remember, the best news of all is that all of the parts are dishwasher safe. I hope this has given you lots of ideas on how to get the most from your Cuisinart food processor. But don't go away, because we have exciting recipe demonstrations from Hubert Keller of Fleur-de-Lis and Burger Bar restaurants. Enjoy your food processor, and don't forget to try some of our recipes in the booklet.